I'm going to make a sick explosion effect for less than $20, and you can too. Here's how. This simple effect is perfect for action shots in toy photography or in dioramas. It can be colored in different shades too. I love setting up with toys getting thrown all over the place stuck in midair for the shot. I was inspired by the Halo 3 Believe campaign, which had a bunch of explosion effects that were similar, but actually created using vacuum formed shells over cauliflower. I even recreated the final shot in toy photo form. One of the creators, Matthew Grassner, actually commented on one of my shots on Instagram. Naturally, I did a lot of Halo shots using this effect, including other Halo 3 ad campaigns like the Starry Night. It also works great for other franchises too. Everything you need can be found in hardware or hobby stores. Specifically, I got all these materials in one place at a combination Super One and Ace hardware. So I start with a bowl, just a simple clear plastic bowl covered in cotton balls, a little bit of black spray paint to give it a smoky texture, 18 gauge baling wire, and you'll want some clippers for that because it's pretty hard to cut with anything else, and a trusty hot glue gun. Let's open up this bowl package here. The rest can be used for food. Get rid of the lid, turn this one over. And here are the cotton balls. I use this rectangular panel light, but you can actually just use your phone or any other kind of LED light source. You might notice that this one looks a little bit different than the one in the actual pictures. It's because I recreated it. The original was just made out of trash. I used this Halo box and it looked really janky. But what worked better about that one is I actually used polyfill. It's like cotton for plushes, and it had a much better texture for the explosion. So I actually recommend using that if you have access to it. Here I'm taking the baling wire and I'm just giving it a little bit more rounded top because the bowl was pretty flat at the bottom of it. I burned myself a few times, so always be careful with the glue gun. It's not pretty, but it won't show once it's done. So next I'm kind of bending these flat pieces to get more surface area for the glue gun to stick to the bowl. These are little lines of like trails of smoke that come out from it as if different parts of the explosion have individual rocketing pieces and things. It looks pretty scary until we start putting the cotton balls on. Now this is quite a long process because I do want to make sure I get a lot of glue on there to make sure that the cotton stays. But you want to spread it out a lot to make it look as little like a cotton ball as possible. Later on in the process I'm going to rip it up and kind of tear it in different ways to give it a better explosion effect. But I like to try to get it nice and spread out as evenly as I can in the beginning without spending too much effort on it. Long, tedious process of getting it all along the sides, covering every bit. I use about half of the 200 cotton ball bag, so it's about 100 cotton balls that you see here. Here you can see I'm kind of stretching it out, taking it from those round shapes and trying to give kind of a swirly, long texture to everything. It helps especially when I put the light underneath while I'm doing this so I can see what I'm doing.
Dogs. What was that? Is it by you? Is that a big explosion? What does he think?
Next I took it outside and gave it some light spray painting. This part's a little bit difficult because you don't want to get too much on there, but it's a little bit forgiving because if you put too much in one area you can kind of rip that part of the cotton off and bring back some of the light behind it. So the effect here is you want to create kind of a smoky outside so that when you put this light underneath, it kind of glows from within and you kind of see that texture. And as you see that, you can kind of tear some more of those cotton balls apart to try to make it look like just less globs of cotton and make it more swirly.
Look at this. What is this? Don't bite it. Oh no, 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 no!
So So I've been using this at trade shows when I'm selling my art. I've used it with different colors and different setups with different characters, and it's a really versatile effect that can be used in the background or the foreground, all over the place, and it's just a great tool to use in your explosion effects, along with real fire and flash paper and things like that, which you can see in another one of my videos. It was really fun not only creating the original effect, but trying to recreate it for the footage for this video. I think the original one I created was better, but that one cost a little bit more using polyfill, so it's up to you what kind of results you want to get, but they always look great on camera. When I photograph, I like to try to keep it just slightly out of focus. I think that has the best results to give it kind of a smooth, fiery effect, as if the explosion is stuck in midair, but you don't see every detail of the cotton. And that's how I made this explosion effect. Thanks a lot for watching.